Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm so excited to see you here if you are here, and if you're a returning member of my channel, thank you so much for watching my video. So this week, as it is officially the first video I am doing of our fall season, we are doing a Halloween / fall-esque video. I'm so excited for this. I am so excited to share with you guys this video. I'm sure there will be many other Halloween or fall or holiday videos up in this season, because there are just so many things with Halloween and crafty things I can do with the whole season coming up, and especially towards the end of the year. So I'm so excited for this video. Really hope you enjoy it, and let's get into it. So let's start off with today's materials and ingredients. So you're going to need a box of Rice Krispies and 2 bags of marshmallows and 2 sticks of butter, even though it says like half a stick. So anyway, to get started, you're also going to need a really big bowl, and at the end we're going to need cooking spray for that bowl. We're going to need a flat glass like tray almost that's at least 2 inches and flat at the bottom, and then you're also going to need a spatula. So I put the butter in until it was completely melted, not to the point where it's like boiling, but it's complete liquid. There's no chunks in it whatsoever. Now we are going to pour our marshmallows in. Note, I used 1 stick of butter because I'm splitting this in half. So I did 1 bag of marshmallows, and I'm going to do half the box of Rice Krispies. Bowl, we're going to mix them up a little bit in that butter and throw them right into the microwave. I did it in multiple 30-second increments just so I can figure out how long I needed them in. It ends up being about 1.5 to 2 minutes, but when you take them out every time, please stir them, mix them around in that butter, and make sure there are no chunks left over. This is the last time I took it out of the microwave. I had stirred it and made sure everything was completely mixed, and after this I put it in for one more cycle of about 30 seconds or so, because although it was smooth, it was pretty chunky still, so we're going to put that in one more time. Now, while we are waiting for our marshmallows and butter to come out of the microwave, we are going to open up our Rice Krispies. Remember, for this we're only using half the bag. You can, once you've watched this whole video through, decide to use all the ingredients at once. That is fine. I would say reduce the butter to 1.5 sticks, but you'll see why. I did different colors for the other half, and I wanted this one to be white, so I left this white. So keep mixing up this butter and marshmallows. As you can see, now it's completely smooth, minimal chunks if any. It might look like that just because there's marshmallows in there. We are now going to pour our Rice Krispies in there. I did not do an exact measure just because I've made it so many times. However, you are going to do half of the bag, and I think that's 6 cups, but I'm not really sure depending on what size box you got. I got the regular ShopRite brand, regular sized Rice Krispie box. You can see that's what it looks like, and we're gonna mix these around. You can do it with your hand if you like, or you could do it with the spatula. I think the spatula is easy until we try to put it into our pan. For now, definitely spray the spatula. Spray any kind of bowl you are working with. I accidentally put it in this bowl and then actually had to take it out because I forgot to spray it. Right there's the moment I realized. So I'm going to pour it back in, and I'm actually going to spray it because spray is going to be very important. You're then going to spray your hands and pack it down in that bowl so it's packed, but you're not crushing it into teeny tiny pieces. You should hear some kind of crackling, but that's because of the Rice Krispie treats. It should be packed down pretty hard. So that was batch 1. You can see how tightly I have it packed in there. My plate or bowl or whatever you call it was only about an inch or so tall, but that's perfectly fine. I still packed it down just as much because it was wide enough. So this time we are going to do the same exact process, but because it is spooky season, we are going to make them orange, and we are going to be cutting them into super cute fall shapes. So when I think of fall, I think of orange, I think of that color, I think of pumpkins. So although this orange looks really nasty on the camera, it was actually a really, really cool orange, like literally the exact color of a pumpkin in real life. And so this is the marshmallow and the butter mix. Before you put the Rice Krispies in, this is when your food coloring has to go in if you want to color them. Otherwise, I don't know how you do it. It would be very hard. So just to make your lives easier, this is where it would go in. Now we are going to do the exact same thing and put it in the bowl. You are going to wait a while after you actually put it in one of these bowls and press it down to serve it. I would say at least an hour, kind of just to let it cool. Make sure it's cool to the touch and everything, and then you can stencil it out. It's still going to be a little gooey, but you have to really make sure it's going to be hard enough where it's going to stay in the shape you are cutting it into. So again, I'm spraying my hands, and I am just filling it in that pan. Once it's in, you're going to wait about an hour, and we're going to cut our shapes. So let's go cut our shapes. So right here, these are the white ones I made earlier, and so we're going to do some white, some orange. I have ghosts, I have a moon, I have all that stuff, so those are going to be my white ones. So literally you are going to dump the tray over that you had your Rice Krispies in originally onto a pan. You could also do it right onto a counter. I just thought the pan was easy enough. Again, you want to make sure for these that the pan you pressed your Rice Krispies down in was not that tall, because it's going to be hard depending on what kind of stencils or cookie cutter type things you have. You can use any kind of cookie cutter for these, it just makes sense. It's the same exact thing. So this one's my moon, and we already have one done. So I'm going to go ahead to do the rest of the white ones. I literally just form it back in, I press it down a little bit, and I do the same exact thing. I repeated this process until I had no more white Rice Krispies left. Next, we're going to do the same exact thing with our orange ones. The shapes I have for my orange ones are a cat that didn't really look as well, so I didn't do many of those, and a bat. I didn't do many of those either. I had a little spider web. I didn't do many of those either. I did more of like this creepy haunted house structure, graveyard graves, and pumpkins. I did a lot of pumpkins, mostly because they were orange and they just came out the best. So let's see. I'll do a lot more of those right now, and I'll show you the final look. much for coming to my channel. I really hope you enjoyed my video. It was so fun to make and so delicious. I love those Rice Krispie treats. They are they're like my favorite. My secret recipe that's not really so secret. It's just a little different from the regular Rice Krispies recipe, but I really hope that you guys learned something new, either how to dye your Rice Krispies the right way, how to make them into those cute stencils, how to, even if you just didn't even know how to make something fall-y, or even if you didn't know how to make Rice Krispies. But thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We are gaining subscribers. In the last months, I've gained 3, which it isn't great, but it's more than I had yesterday, and so I'm happy for that. We are also great gaining views, and that's what I like to see. So, thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, watching my videos. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night, guys.